would you say is on your Mount Rushmore of comedians? Who would you say were like let's say top 5?
Like, who are my guys when like I can't stop laughing?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I would say Will Ferrell. Man, Bill Murray.
Oh.
Robin Williams.
Oh man. Yeah, hell yeah. I love that list.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, can't forget about him.
You know, Chris D'Elia.
Yeah. Okay. He works with Eric Griffin. They have podcasts. So shout out. You might sit down with them later on tonight. So maybe hopefully. Yeah. So how did you originally get into comedy?
I mean, I originally was. Hi. I was originally. Man, I was doing sketch in New York.
Oh, okay.
I was acting in New York, and I just sort of like, was trying to put on my own shows and do my own thing, and we just like had some funny buddies, and we just like put on these shows on 54th Street that was sort of had fun there. And then when I moved out to LA, I got a job as a door guy at the Improv, just to kind of like start over.
Yeah.
And just because I, like comedy, but I was just working, and they had a piano on stage. And it's like the only comedy club in the world, pretty much, that has like this baby grand sitting on stage and I play piano. And so, before the shows, I would just kind of like doodle around and talk to the audience a little bit. And then before I knew it, the club started putting me up, and they're like, open the shows. And then other comics would find out, and they would say, all right, come on up on stage. So like one night I had a shift. I was on my shift. I was having a beer at the bar. And someone comes over, they're like, Jeff Ross wants you. I'm like, what does he want to drink? Like, no, like, he wants you to perform. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And so it brought me up, and I just started doing underneath thing. It was incredible.
That's awesome. So, is it hard? You're from Toronto, Canada. Do you have to like I'm sure you've been here for quite some time. How long have you been?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. I had to learn the language. That was sort of the hardest part about it.
Oh, what? No, I mean like with visas and stuff like that. Are you American now, or?
All right, wait. Where's this footage going?
No.
Okay.
We're gonna, ICE is watching right now. No, I'm just kidding.
I have a green card.
Oh, okay. Awesome. My dad has a green card too.
Okay, well,
so,
just gotta look at it.
Yeah.
I agree. It was a very tough process, and I had like multiple work permits, and I went to school here. Then I got professional training visa. Then I got artist of extraordinary talent visa. Then a green card, and now I'm just here. I live here.
What are some of the differences between like Toronto and you live in LA permanently?
Yeah.
Okay. What are some of the differences, major differences, besides weather, of course?
I mean, the weather. LA is like we're both. So, LA is an entertainment city.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's known for film and TV and culture, and it's a place where you go and are told to go to like make it or try and make it at the highest level. Toronto is a different beast altogether. It's a very multicultural city. It's super cool. It's the most multicultural city in the world. Shout out Toronto.
Hey.
Go Leafs.
Hockey, we got the Firebirds out here.
No, Firebirds.
Yeah.
They're sick. I go to the games.
Oh, no way. Awesome.
Yeah, Seattle. And Toronto's like just preserves each different culture, and there's like you go any night you can go out to like little Japan or Little Italy or whatever, and go to these different places and just sort of enjoy it. It's a gorgeous city. Toronto's 4 seasons.
Oh, okay.
It's got 1, and it's hot and hotter. Here it is.
Whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's comedy, I want to promote, more people wanting to come to the desert.
Yeah.
So to us, someone like you that's, been everywhere, has been to a lot of places, has worked with a lot of people, it is an honor. So I want to thank you.
Oh, dude.
So it's awesome. Dope.
Nice.
I mean, it's cool. People don't realize that to us, like, it's a small town, right? So it's like, any people come and we hear Eric Griffin, like, he's on, he's on TV, he's on this and that. And it's funny because we're like only 2 hours away from Los Angeles, but it feels like we're like culturally wise or like relevancy wise super far apart. Other than Coachella Fest.
And I don't know, like, it's, I hear you, you just, drive down to LA anytime. See shows. I think that's what's awesome about this venue and what Dakota's doing is he's trying to bring more people out here, and there's like the Rock Gallery. There was just an article in the LA Times about the scene in the desert, and I myself, like, I come out here quite a bit just because I love it.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome.
Like that. My parents have a, place out
Oh,
here.
perfect. So you're familiar.
I love it here. I'm having a great time. Like, I want to go to the record store next door.
Oh yeah, awesome, great stuff.
Street fair, like I think it's awesome here. Like
I got a Wu-Tang album over there.
hell yeah. I'm trying to go get a Steve Martin album.
Oh, nice, dope, hell yeah.
I think it's just like just get through August and weather, and then
yeah, exactly.
Hydrate.
It's funny, my birthday's in August. Terrible month for a birthday.
Yeah.
But what's it called? I wanted to get into how do you go about crafting a joke? What is it like? You sit around or you write? What is your style of crafting comedy?
So I do comedy songs. So all my stuff is just comedy songs that I like, and I found like coming from an acting background, you couldn't like rate your own perspective. You were just sort of being served to someone else. I felt it was just awesome to find something that I was like insecure about and just write a full-on song about it. So, I was really insecure growing up about being like sweaty, and I was like overweight, and so I just
Describing me right now.
I know, dude. Listen, there's a world for you. It's like I'm sad. It's a nightmare.
Sweaty and overweight is like my niche.
Sweaty is a song I have. I have a song called Diabetes. I have a song called I'm Not Equipped to Be a Father. I have a song called I'm a Hyundai. And I just thought it was fun. Yeah. I just thought it was fun to like be able to poke fun at myself, and it made me much more secure in myself because I'm not worrying about what other people think. I'm like saying, yeah, I have these things, and then what's been great is if I have these songs and other people like they're like, yeah, I sweat too much too, and I'm like, you're not alone. Here's a dumb song about it, and then people can go and sing and like try to make it so it's like earworms, so you can take it home. And I work a lot with my friends, so we'll help each other, help me like punch up my jokes, and help me with the hook or this, that, and the other. I write comedy songs, and also like really inspired by other comedians. So I have a show called Comedian Rhapsody that I just did in Dallas. I'm sure you probably can bring here at some point.
Sick, hell yeah, we'd love that.
For sure. Comics do a set, and then they perform a comedy song we wrote together. And so I've been doing that for a while, and I have all these like songs with comedians that are like celebrating everyone's insecurities and loves,
super dope.
failures, and joys. Yeah.
We love to. It makes you feel more human, right? Gets everyone like, oh, we're all dealing with weird, inadequacies. Who are some of your comedic inspirations? Who do you take stuff from?
So Adam Sandler.
Oh, I love
very early on. I'm Jewish, and the Hanukkah song was really big for me.
Oh my.
That was super cool. And then a little bit later on for me was this guy Tim Minchin, who wrote Matilda the musical, and he wrote like a bunch of different stuff. But he's got these great albums. And he's super smart, and he's just one of these like North Stars. Where I'm like, wow, I'm not as smart as that guy, but like, I love what he does, and he's clearly in his lane, and I'm trying to stay in my lane and do my thing and find what I love. So I love that Jack Black, and Garfunkel and Oates, any like comedy music, and then also like Billy Joel, Elton John, musicals. I love musicals. Really enjoy like, man, what am I listening to? I mean, I grew up on Rent. I grew up Les Miserables, also last 5 years, just a bunch of different great Hamilton, just a bunch of different great musicals, and that really inspired me too to like just make stuff like.
Well, who would you say is on your Mount Rushmore of comedians? Who would you say were like let's say top 5?
Like, who are my guys when like I can't stop laughing?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I would say Will Ferrell. For sure. This is a toughie. Sandler, I put up there. This is awesome. These are people that, like, for me personally.
No, yeah, exactly. Your person.
Yeah.
No hating on any if you don't make this list.
Yeah, for sure. Man, Bill Murray.
Oh.
Robin Williams.
Oh man. Yeah, hell yeah. I love that list. That is a sick list.
And I'm sure I'm gonna like come back and be like, actually, but I think that's pretty solid. Bill Cosby.
Yeah, can't forget about him.
Chris D'Elia.
Yeah. Okay. He works with Eric Griffin. They have podcasts. So, John, you might sit down with them later on tonight. So maybe hopefully. All right, I think we're good. Are you good?
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Perfect. Once again,
Avery Pearson keys. Come see my show, Comedian Rhapsody. I have a special coming out called Give It Up. You'll be able to see that on Veeps probably this summer. So just follow me, Avery Pearson Keys. I will follow you back. But check out my stuff. I do a lot of comedy music and would love to see it.
And come to Little Street. We are going to be doing awesome stuff in collaboration with us, Shogun Product Productions. Jess, take us away.